Listen, do you hear that? That's not a wolf, it's not a siren, it's not even a howl. That's Maisy, having a full conversation with her mom about their day. And I'm not talking about barking. I mean actual back and forth dialogue that sounds so much like human speech, you'll forget you're listening to a dog. But here's the impossible part. This chatty, joyful, conversation-loving dog was sentenced to death just 2 years ago. Her own family called her too ugly to live. Get ready to meet the dog who talks like a human and loves like an angel. Some losses break you completely. Marisa knew this feeling intimately. First, her beloved 13-year-old pit bull crossed the Rainbow Bridge, then her father. Then, just when she thought grief couldn't get any deeper, her mother. 3 crushing losses in rapid succession. The kind that leave you wondering if joy will ever return to your world. She wasn't looking for another dog. She wasn't looking for anything except maybe a reason to believe that love still existed somewhere in the universe. Meanwhile, in a backyard 3 hours away, Maisy was living a life that barely qualified as living. 3 years in a kennel, 3 years of being ignored except when her owners tried to breed her for profit. When she couldn't produce puppies, their verdict was swift and brutal. She's a waste of money to feed. She's so ugly. Nobody's gonna want her. We'll just put her down. Too ugly to live, too worthless to feed, too broken to love. That was Maisy's death sentence. But sometimes the universe has other plans. Sometimes a family friend becomes a guardian angel. Sometimes a rescue organization becomes a bridge between death and destiny. That same week, Marisa was drowning in grief. Her girlfriend tagged her in a photo. Just a random social media post that would change 2 lives forever. She really believed that Maisy was sent to her from her parents and Kalea. When Marisa saw that photo, something shifted. Not just interest, not just sympathy, recognition. Like seeing someone you've been unconsciously searching for your whole life. This wasn't about adopting a dog. This was about 2 broken souls finding each other across impossible circumstances. When Marisa went to meet Maisy, there was no hesitation. No, let me think about it. No, I need to check my budget. Just certainty. Just knowing. Just the absolute conviction that this was her dog and she was this dog's human and everything else was just paperwork. The first day when she brought her home, they went down the driveway and she threw some balls for her and she was wooing on the way up, wooing on the way down. A dog who had spent 3 years in silent neglect suddenly exploding with vocal joy, not barking, not howling, wooing. Like she was narrating her happiness in real time.
She was just so happy. It's like she knew she was home.
But freedom after 3 years of captivity isn't instantly blissful. It's overwhelming.
After being in the backyard for 3 years, she was kind of shell-shocked to be in a house. Everything was so new to her, and she was just kind of like, huh.
Imagine experiencing indoor plumbing for the first time, soft furniture, unlimited toys, the concept of belonging somewhere.
She just would sit there and chew on stuff, and she'd throw another stuffed animal at her, and it was kind of like another?
Like a child on Christmas morning who can't quite believe the presents are actually for her. Maisy lifted the weight off her mom's shoulders. I mean, she gave her something that she was needing. This is where the magic happened. While Maisy was learning how to be a beloved pet, she was simultaneously teaching Marisa how to live again. She needed something to cheer her up. She needed something to kind of reassure her that she wasn't alone. 2 broken beings healing each other simply by showing up authentically every single day. Maisy would kind of sense that she was feeling down, and she'd come over and pretty much smash her face into her and just start licking her. This wasn't trained behavior. This was pure emotional intelligence. A dog who had been neglected, somehow understanding exactly what comfort looked like. She just knew how to make everything okay. But Maisy's magic extended far beyond her relationship with Marissa. She became the neighborhood ambassador of joy. Maisy quickly made friends with everyone. Her big cat Motor was just in love with her from the beginning. A dog who had never been properly socialized, somehow knowing exactly how to win every heart she encountered. She had 2 horses of her own, and she was just kind of like, oh hey, you guys are cool and big. Can we be friends? Picture this stocky pit bull mix approaching 1,000-pound horses with the confidence of someone who's never met a stranger she didn't like. She was always trying to kiss noses with the horses and play with them. And she would end up sleeping in the stalls. She'll take her to feed with the horses and she's like, yeah, let's go. She thinks it's just the greatest thing ever. It's a total party. This is Maisy's superpower, turning every mundane moment into a celebration. Feeding horses? Party time. Going for a walk? Best day ever. Getting a new toy? Life-changing event. She will get the zoomies when they come home and will bolt from the front room into her bedroom. For those unfamiliar with zoomies, imagine pure happiness taking physical form and racing through your house at maximum speed. She's got this big bowling ball of a head, and I think that's part of her charm. She's just such a stocky tank of a dog, with just these adorable eyes and this face and these little chopped off ears. The very features her original family called ugly became the things that made her irresistible. Her blockhead became adorable. Her stocky build became endearing. Everything about her is just like a big stuffed animal. You just want to squeeze her. She's so chatty, and they talk all the time. And she always has something to say. They have conversations throughout the day. It's hilarious. This isn't anthropomorphizing. This is genuine communication. Maisy responds to questions, initiates conversations, and maintains dialogue like she's been studying human speech patterns her whole life. Since Maisy has been in her life, she has pretty much transformed it. She brings just this new perspective to everything of just happiness. Everything is fantastic. This is the real miracle. Not just that Maisy found a home, but that she taught her human how to see the world through eyes of gratitude and wonder. She makes life just so much brighter, and there's humor to it. She put up with enough, and just seeing everything through her perspective is just the way that you would want to live. Here's the profound lesson. A dog who survived 3 years of neglect chose joy anyway, chose trust anyway, chose love anyway. Her parents would have gone nuts over her. The most beautiful part of Maisy's story is how she became a bridge between Marissa and the parents she lost. Their love didn't end. It just found a new form with 4 legs and a wooing voice. Maisy's story isn't just about a dog getting rescued. It's about how rescue works both ways. How sometimes the animal you save ends up saving you right back. Society labeled Maisy as worthless, too ugly, too old, too damaged. But Marissa saw what others missed: potential, personality, the capacity for love that transcends physical appearance. Every day with Maisy is a masterclass in finding joy in simple moments. Every conversation is a reminder that love comes in unexpected packages. Every woo is proof that happiness is a choice you can make, regardless of your past. If Maisy's story touches your heart, look around. There are Maisys in shelters everywhere. Older dogs, imperfect dogs, dogs with behavioral quirks that make them hard to adopt. But maybe those aren't flaws. Maybe those are just personalities waiting for the right person to recognize their magic. Don't scroll past the older dogs. Don't dismiss the ones with scars or missing fur or cropped ears or blockheads. Don't buy into society's narrow definition of what love should look like. Because sometimes the most beautiful love stories begin with someone everyone else thinks is too ugly to deserve a chance. Maisy teaches us that love isn't about finding perfection. It's about recognizing the perfect match for your specific heart. It's about seeing potential where others see problems. It's about choosing connection over convenience.
You get 3 dinners, 1 lunch. Yes, 1 lunch. Pancakes? Pancakes Saturday? That would be pretty cool. Okay. Blueberries or bananas? Okay. Eat the cutie. What? Is that motor? What's he doing? What is he doing?